Hey, if you're an email marketer, you're probably pretty busy. Thanks to marketing automation platforms, drip campaigns, and just regular promotional emails you send out, you have a lot of emails to design and write. So let's give you a few ideas on how to make those emails better. Hi, I'm Daniel Burstein, Director of Editorial Content for Marketing Sherpa. We are here at the Marketing Sherpa Media Center at IRCE, and I'm joined now by Mike Nelson, the co-founder and head of marketing for reallygoodemails.com. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So that's what we want, really good emails. So tell us about your site. You're a publisher that helps email marketers?
Right, so essentially we collect emails from other companies. We display those emails so people can pick up on the designs or the code behind those designs, essentially get inspiration on how to make better emails for themselves and their companies.
Okay, great. So let's take a look at a few of those examples.
Sure.
So you have endless examples.
Yeah, we got over 1,500 examples on the website right now.
Okay, great, very nice. So here's the first one. So I'm a big Seinfeld fan, so this caught my eye. You call this the No Soup for You email.
Right. So essentially there are like 5 categories of emails. You got your inaugurals, like your welcome emails, your transactionals, like your shopping, your thank you. You got your behavioral. Since you did X, we're going to do Y. You've got your promotional, like it's Father's Day, July 4th coming up, or you've got like a punctual, like your lawyer says you need to send this email out. So essentially this is a campaign that you would throw into that welcome series. They've signed up for something, and it's one that not a lot of people think about. A lot of people think about, okay, here's a welcome series or the welcome email, and then they just let them die off. So this is a good way of bringing that person back and telling them, hey, remember how you signed up a couple weeks ago? Let's get you re-engaged. So here we've got Avocode and Apple. Avocade's on the left. They've kind of give you a frowny face, make you feel sad that you are losing out on essentially that trial that you got for free, and the big call to action in blue. And on the right, Apple with that dark background really pulls that red call to action out at the very bottom to turn automatic renewal on. So that's one of the tactics that you can get re-engagement for.
Yeah, so this could be so important because a free trial is a great way to give a customer a taste of the product. Right?
Exactly.
But you want to make sure they actually find value from it and remind them of that value. Mm-hmm. So what kind of results do you see from these kind of emails, and what works best?
Well, essentially, when you can hit a customer at the right time, you're going to see really good engagement. So if you see the person, essentially they've figured out 14 days, I think Apple was 30 days trial. They know that this trial basis is going to essentially give somebody the taste, like you said, and then hopefully get them coming back. So it varies kind of based on industry, software, tech, consumer goods, how you're going to re-engage that person and how you've actually acquired that person individually and what's the value proposition and how you're going to display that. Essentially, the more simple you can be in getting to that value proposition, remind them of that value proposition to kind of come back, you're going to have higher engagement rate.
And probably also understand, like you said, where in that life cycle that trial either starts to become a habit, or they forget about that trial, and you have to remind them of that value to want to use it again.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's take a look at another type of email here. I love this, the how was it email. So, sometimes we sell the product, okay, we're done, but what are these emails doing? They don't stop at the sale, huh?
Well, it's funny because transactional emails, which I kind of throw this under, or behavioral based on how long they use it or their behavior with the product, those emails actually have really high open rates. So if you have a shipping confirmation email, people are expecting that to come. If somebody's used a product, they know that essentially you would essentially going to ask them for a review of some sort. And this is a really good way of companies saying, hey, how was that product, or how was your experience? Gather that data, essentially mine that data for later so they can use that data for other customers as well. So Nest is a really good example because it's a thermostat. It gives you stats. You use it in your home, you can use an app with it. And this, we really love this design. It's not a typical email that you'd see. It's not like header copy and then this big fat image. Like the whole thing is kind of built into it. And I believe it's like, because it's beautiful, it gives you a lot of attention and it brings a lot of people in. Whereas the one on the right, Warby Parker, sunglasses, everyone has a pair of sunglasses. It's not like sunglasses are going to make you see through walls or anything. So what's your review going to be? But it's a good way of you coming back and saying, well, this is actually a good experience with the website, or this is a good experience with shipping. Give the company some information on how they can improve.
Yeah, and I noticed Nest is a standalone email. Warby Parker is putting it right in the receipt, right in the order summary.
Correct. So you can take a survey on the left, or you can start a survey. They essentially have the same call to action. They're two different, fundamentally experiences though, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And another difference in the experience is the incentive, right?
Right.
So I noticed for Nest, they don't have any specific incentive other than, hey, help us improve our product. Warby Parker, you have a chance to win, I think it's $100 gift card of some sort.
Right.
So do you advise that the marketers should use an incentive? They shouldn't? Should they test an incentive?
You know, the whole baiting people can be bad for you if you do too much. But if you just purchase a product and this is the first time you see an offer like that, I think it's a really good spot to put something in like that. Now, if every email from then on out is win something or get something, you can lose or you have attrition on those emails because people expect what you're going to give them. So they lose the value in those. But I think it's a really good spot to put that.
Okay, yeah, paying for their opinion essentially. Okay, cart abandonment. If you forgot to buy stuff, so we hear about this all the time. Like they put something in the cart, you got to hit them, you got to hit them, you got to hit them. Well, what should you tell them if they?
Right. So here at IRC, I think every ESP is hitting up. We've got this amazing cart, abandonment series. We can recover all those carts for you. Essentially, what is the value and what's the wording and copy that you're telling that person? You can also condition customers to abandon on purpose. So you don't want to necessarily give them a really good offer right off the bat, right? Nowadays people know if I leave, I might get 20 minutes later 20% off code. And so you start seeing people leaving all the time. But then your cart abandonment series looks like it's doing phenomenally well because everyone's buying off of it. So what we tell people is look at how that series works with you and maybe why people are leaving, and don't hit them up with an offer first off the bat. So Bonobos, popular brand, they just say, did you forget something? Maybe you were caught in the middle, your kids are crying, whatever the reason was, you left and you haven't come back. We'll hit you up with the one. And then maybe a few days later, they hit you at the second one, it's distracted, confused, and they have this picture of this guy, who I think very humorous, in a chicken suit. And you look at it, it catches your attention, and then you're like, yeah, I am kind of confused or distracted by those things that are going on in my life, and maybe I should go back and finish my order. And neither do they offer a promotion to come back and buy.
Well, I think in the first one, they have a discount for first-time customers.
Oh, yeah,
right?
first-time customer.
Yeah, in that first one. But the second one's really interesting because I think sometimes customers, when they get those cart abandonment emails, they worry about maybe privacy concerns. They're like, oh man, how much are they tracking me? How much are they pushing me?
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's not really a hard sell. That's like just finish the job. It's not really pushing a sale.
Yeah, and one thing that I would say that maybe Bonobos could have done better, essentially, you don't have the full email here, but pull in the products that they were buying, right? That's what a lot of people here are discussing. If someone's buying pants, why aren't you showing the pants that they forgot? This is another tactic. I believe the next email that comes out shows those pants that you're going to buy. So essentially, they're just going with a lot of different cadence. 1 to 3 days, to 5 days, to 7 days, and trying to recapture that customers as soon as they can.
Makes sense. The promotional email here for calls marketing. And this is really interesting. Tell us about some good calls marketing ideas. I noticed for Giving Tuesday, they don't really have a specific dollar amount they're asking. For this other promotional email from Cards Against Humanity, they're very specific. It's almost an affront in your face. Give us $5.
Right. So Scott Harrison, who runs a Charity Water on the left, I was able to talk to them a couple months ago and got some insight on how their emails do. They do phenomenally well, but they are a big emotional pull. So they don't want to hit you with a lot of copy because they know that you'll get bored. So their big focus is just hit them with a really captivating image and then a simple call to action. So they have just a few words here and then a give now. They're hoping that this image of this lady is compelling enough to make you feel like you need to do something about it. If you're following their cause, you know what they're all about. It's just a reminder, hey, today's a good day to just give $5 or $10 to help the cause out. So that, I think, is something that a lot of charities don't get a lot of face time in these kind of things, especially at these conferences because we're all about business here. But you look at the one on the right, which is a business, who says donate just money to us. So they did this on Black Friday last year, didn't ask for anything in return.
They didn't offer anything
They
in
didn't
return,
offer anything in return. They just said, just give us $5, we won't send you anything at all. And they earned $71,000 off this email. Grant, they have a cult following, right? You've heard of Cards Against Humanity, it's a crazy game. But they essentially got 12,000 to 13,000 people to give them $5 without anything in return just because they love the brand so much. And I think that is something very unique and surprising and why it worked. Because people were just like, this is different. And that call to action button is massive, right? There's like really nothing else you can do. It's just give us $5. It's in your face.
Yeah, the copy is great too. The deal is simple. You give us $5, we give you nothing. I mean, hey, it works for Kickstarter, right?
Right,
So.
exactly. Uh-huh.
All right. Lastly, let's look at the giveaway email. So, okay, Cards Against Humanity was asking for something. These are companies who want to give you something.
Right.
How can companies use promotions in their email? Giveaway promotions.
So giveaways are a good way to captivate your audience and get new email subscribers. So you have a light box on your website. You say you enter your email, and you'll get entered in to win XYZ. So what other companies are starting to do as well is they'll start partnering with like-minded brands and say, hey, let's pull together our resources, our marketing efforts, when we can share email addresses between customers that aren't really competing against our own dollars but have similar interests. So PureWow, they're giving a night on the town in NYC, in New York City. So just for their anniversary, they just want to pull people in. They're not really giving away what they sell, but they're giving away an experience and hoping that people will enter. They'll get their friends to enter to be part of that experience as well, essentially build their email list from that. And on the right, Flywheel, they're a design agency that help agencies essentially move to WordPress. They gave away something every single day for 29 days, I believe. Yeah, 29 days of giveaways. And they had some really cool prizes. They had sketch pads, they had t-shirts, they had mugs, essentially what designers use every day. And then they essentially said once you enter, you have extra chances to share this email with other people. And when they shared it, more emails came in, grew their list. Essentially, they had more people to send this giveaway to and market to later.
All right, now, I've seen companies use email sweepstakes and giveaways for list building. Some require an opt-in and some make an opt-in optional. Do you think there's a danger with requiring an opt-in? Because you might get customers who enter, just want to win the sweepstakes, get the emails then and just spam them or hurt your overall deliverability.
Yeah, I think if you segment out, no matter what, so you have your giveaway list, all the people you have from there, and then once you hit them with 2 or 3 promotional emails down the road, you really see that engagement. And then you say, okay, most of these people or some of these people aren't interested, let's just clean them off the list. Everyone that has engaged or opened or clicked, let's put them back into our funnel and hit them with all the other marketing emails that we're gonna send out.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by the Media Center and sharing some emails, Mike.
Yeah, we'll send lots of emails to you guys. So thanks for having me, man.
Awesome, and thank you for watching. You can get some more email marketing advice and e-commerce advice at marketingsherpa.com/IRCE.